Hello everyone and welcome back to Pepple's Potager. Today is August 1st, 2021, and I wanted to give an update on how the garden is doing here in August. And as you get towards the later part of summer, things don't look that great. And as you can see here in this first bed, the squash borers have taken out my squash plants. And I do not believe I'm going to be planting any more squash in this bed for the rest of the year. I may not plant anything. I'm not sure. I could plant some cool weather crops, but haven't really decided on that yet. But moving on this way, we'll take a look at the strawberry bed. You can see I do have a lot of runners going out over the beds here, so I do need to tidy up this bed a bit. And I think maybe trimming off a lot of these runners and cleaning the bed up will help me get a nice fall harvest, I hope. So I'm hoping to get a lot more strawberries here in the fall, but we'll just wait and see how that goes. And then over this way, looking at the melon bed, you can see I've actually let this bed go. I haven't given it a lot of attention lately, and there are quite a few weeds popping up here and there, but as you can see, it still did not hinder me getting any sugar cube melons, as I have already pulled at least 6 melons off of the sugar cube melon plants so far. And you can see I do have quite a few more here on the ground, some over here in the end of the bed, and so I'll still be pulling more of them out here very soon. And you can see there's also a lot of cucumber beetle damage, and I really haven't sprayed for any of the cucumber beetles this year, so that's why there's a lot of damage here. But as you can see, even with me letting the weeds get out of control and the cucumber beetles getting out of control, I still managed to get a lot of melons off these plants. And then down here at this end, I do have the watermelon plants, but I don't have a lot of watermelons on them right now. I do have a few over here on the side, not very many. But as I said, I don't expect them to do that well because I did kind of neglect this bed a little bit. I just haven't been able to get out here and take care of it that much. But all in all, still not too bad. And moving on over to the bean arbor, you can see the Carminat purple green beans are doing very well. I've pulled quite a few bags of green beans off of here, and by bags I mean several large Ziploc bags full. I've already put them in the freezer and they're still coming. You can see lots of green beans left on there that I haven't got to picking, which I will probably pick here in the next few days. And then still you can see more blossoms coming out there too. So filling out nicely. Didn't fill out quite over the top yet, but it's still growing. I figure I'm gonna get maybe quite a bit more off of these, so we'll just let them keep growing and see how they do. And then next we will take a look at the tomato and pepper bed up this way. And on this end I have a ninja pepper that just suddenly died this week for no apparent reason. I'm not sure why, but it just started wilting, and then the leaves started to brown and it just died. I'm not sure exactly why. I've never had this happen with any of my pepper plants before. This is the first time it's happened, so not sure exactly what happened with that. But the rest of the peppers here down on the end are doing great. This is another ninja pepper, exactly like the one that died here, but obviously there's nothing affecting that. You can't even see any insect damage on these plants up here, so they're doing really good. Looks like we have at least 3 or 4 peppers on this ninja pepper plant here. And then getting down here to the variegated peppers, you can see these are doing very, very well. I have lots of 2-inch peppers in here. If you look down in there, you can see all the different colors of the peppers here. You got the green, or the yellow, orange, red. It just puts on a nice color show for you. And these confetti peppers always do very well for me. I have another one right beside that one. Let's get down a little bit lower so you can see underneath of it. Looking very nice. The confetti peppers doing very, very well. Now the tomatoes on this side, these are the Brandy Boy tomatoes, and you can see these have already reached the top of the trellis, and almost over the top you can see quite a few clusters of tomatoes there, and they are doing very well. I do see a few spots of maybe some disease forming here. It could be some early blight starting to show up, but so far it is not too bad. But I might have to get out here and spray here soon. But you can see lots and lots of Brandy Boy tomatoes, and they have been my most productive out of all the plants I planted this year so far, and the biggest. So Brandy Boy is doing very, very well. Over here we have the Brandy Wine Black, and it has been doing very well, but hasn't produced as much as the Brandy Boy. And I think starting off early in the season had a lot of blossom drop on these, but now they are starting to produce more. You see some right here, a few up top here, and another one there, and this here is the Brandy Wine Black too, so nice cluster of tomatoes there. As it gets further up the trellis, it seems to be doing better. So not sure what was causing the blossom drop, but it seems like it may have corrected itself. Have a lot of new blossoms, a lot of new growth as well. So it looks like we still may yet get a good many tomatoes off these Brandy Wine Blacks. And so we'll move around here to the other side and take a look at the Islander peppers down here in the front. Here is one Islander pepper that is still on the plant, and you can see it's starting to change color here a little bit. Eventually it will change to a red color. It goes through quite a few different color changes. I only have one on this plant and one on that plant over there. We've actually picked quite a few of these already. I picked some the other week, and you can see the plants are looking very, very healthy, and you can see a lot of new blossoms forming on these. They're getting much taller, so I might have to give them some more support. And I do have, I think I have one Ninja pepper over here somewhere. It might be this one right here. But this one here is another Islander. But they are looking great, nice and healthy. And then over here on the end where I planted the carbon tomatoes, a lot of the carbon tomatoes too weren't doing very good to start out. As a matter of fact, one of the plants completely died off. Not sure why. Maybe some sort of white mold or something like that. But the other plants are quite healthy. Some tomatoes here on this plant here on the end. They've been a little slower than the Brandy Wine and the Brandy Boy tomatoes. Not quite as tall. You can see one of the Brandy Wine Black leaves are poking through the other side. I think it came completely through to the other side there. And then down here are the Cherokee Purples, and they are looking great as well. Still have, it looks like maybe a little disease starting to form there on these as well, but for the most part still looking great. A lot of new growth on these. Picked lots of Cherokee Purple tomatoes so far. And that's really all I have for now. Looks like the Brandy Boy is doing the best out of all of them so far this year. But overall, all the tomato plants are doing pretty good. And that's all I have for now. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, everyone.